Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to SPADS episode 16. Tonight, I'm on my own. There's no sign of these Man United fans. They just can't handle losing 7-0.
Okay, hello and welcome to episode 16. We are here. Don't listen to Dangerous. We've got to start with it first of all. 3 of us United fans, 1 of us a Liverpool fan. What made it worse about this weekend is we watched it in a pub with you.
Thankfully I didn't.
Yeah, Kev didn't come. Luckily you escaped the thing. Yeah. So you've got to talk about it, Dave. Obviously, Liverpool fan for you. Liverpool United the weekend. 7-0. Absolutely incredible result for a Liverpool fan. Your World Cup. Just
trophy of the season for them.
Trophy of the season. But no, look, it was a great result. You have to take it on the chin.
Yeah.
How was it for you as a Liverpool fan?
Absolutely amazing.
Thank you very much, Dave. Cheers.
See you later.
It was one of them games where deep down I thought we're going to struggle. You know, United are probably the most informed team in Europe at the time with Arsenal, and we're doing all right, but we weren't clicking. You know, the last 4 games was it? I think it was we won 3 and drew 1. We were doing all right, but we weren't. You know,
no one could predict that.
No,
no one.
But you know, first half I thought was very even. You know, we had the one shot on target, scored. Mm-hmm. United had a couple of shots on target, which potentially should have been better. That one Rashford had. Yeah, can see he's not a proper striker. You know, a good striker would put that straight in the back of the net. But hey,
it was on the stretch. To be fair, yeah. He should have done better.
Should have done a hell of a lot better.
Was steady.
Yeah, no, he should have done a lot better.
You only had 8 shots on target. I know 7 went in.
7 went in. You know, it's like
it's not like you were rampant.
Well, we were rampant. We were rampant.
They won 7-0.
7-0.
That's about as rampant.
We weren't rampant with shots, is what I'm saying. It wasn't a complete spanking. It was in terms of numbers.
A complete spanking.
In terms of numbers, yeah, but it wasn't like you blew us out of water.
Yeah, but the weirdest thing about it,
second half,
Liverpool weren't even that good.
First half, but we were average.
Yeah,
second half
weren't even that good. It was just
fuck off. We were good. We were good. You were shocking. You could not deal with the pace.
Salah was immense.
You Martinez is still getting up off the floor.
But that weren't you at your best though. Do you know what I mean? Like at the end of the day, we were shocking. But what I'm saying to you, the worrying thing for us, you weren't even at your best. Like everything you touched just went in, but you weren't at your best there. And that's what I'm saying. That's the worrying thing.
Yeah, I wouldn't say, okay, maybe not our best.
I mean, it don't matter.
Defensively, we were poor. Yeah. Attacking, defensively in the first half, we were poor.
Yeah.
Attacking-wise, you couldn't touch us. You were awful.
I know, we were shocking.
Casemiro.
That was his worst game for Man United.
That's about as good as you're going to get. As an attacking thing for Liverpool, it was phenomenal.
In the new front three. The front three, what was that, 6 between them?
Yeah. And I know that they say that, everything fell to Liverpool and everything else. And it did. Everything went their way. However, even if it does, you still got to take your chances. And they did that very well with Liverpool. Respect to them. Yeah. They took things. I did say to you before the game, I thought Liverpool would win.
You did, yeah.
I thought at home. I thought coming off the back of the recent form beforehand, and because I said to you, I did think it was because ultimately you're out the Premier League, you're out the other cups, you're still in the Champions League, but you're probably not.
Probably not.
So this was the World Cup, as I said to you, in terms of that.
But I think at the moment for us, every game we need to be like that.
I agree. Because totally.
To get that top 4, which is still a push, I think.
Yeah.
We need to play like that week in, week out.
You can't just win one and then draw one.
No,
we're playing Bournemouth for the weekend. We'll probably lose that. Yeah. We won't turn up. I always say to a lot of people it's great stuffing you 7-0, but I'd rather have just beaten you 1-0.
Yeah,
and then
if it meant
you wouldn't.
At the end of the day, it is only 3 points.
Yeah.
No, it is.
They're making a massive deal out of it.
It's only 3 points, but it's the way that United performed in the second half.
But that does nothing for your season.
It does nothing for our season, but for United,
hopefully
it's a 2-pronged thing. For you, it could be the catalyst for Liverpool to kick on, to get that form that you want to. And then for United and for us, it's a reminder that
What happened when Liverpool lost to Watford? Was it like 8-2? Was it 8-2?
Aston Villa 7-2.
What happened to you? I can't remember what you did after that. Did you lose a few more? Or was that it? I think
we lost a few more.
Did you? Yeah. So that's what I'm wondering. If
at least we scored 2 when we conceded 7.
To be fair, that's the thing. Like, I'm hoping from like as much as it was a freak result, 45 minutes or something. I'm hoping that, to be fair, with a better manager in charge now, if that was Ollie or Ralph in charge, I think
Eric Sevenhag.
Eric Sevenhag, that's brilliant. Eric Sevenhag is brilliant. And for United, look, it was a reminder that we're still a long way from the finished article. This year has been above expectations.
A new sponsor for you guys.
You have faced it to the camera, so I thought you put it the wrong way there.
Just a new sponsor for you
also,
guys.
we let him put up his Klopp picture today. Was here, so we give him the benefit.
Don't worry, it's going in the file.
7-Up is going over him later. And
I'm going to move it because he might be in way of one of the cameras, but very good.
I don't mind.
But no, for United, it's a reminder that they still feel away for the finished article. This year may have got a little bit. We wanted to see progress as a United fan. You've seen that. We had a little bit more progress probably than we anticipated. Some people were getting a little bit ahead of ourselves. We talked about it before.
I think it's a wake-up call.
We were saying on the way in that I think it's a good thing. Because at the end of the day, we're further ahead than we thought we'd be. We've got a trophy in the bag already. So if we get a trophy in top 4... and it's still more than we expected.
But United's away form is shocking.
It's not don't lose.
You've only won one game against anyone above 14.
Yeah. Sure, but don't lose away.
You don't lose. You don't win.
Lost. That's the point. But it's. But no, look, it was a fantastic result for Liverpool. You hope for you it's the catalyst to kick on.
Yeah, it'd be amazing.
And it's an interesting. It's really strange. We talked about it times. Interestingly, they weren't tired this week, though. No.
No. They've had nice.
So they've played more games since they were tired, but then now
they've had a bit of time.
Against Bournemouth, they might be tired.
Yeah, they might.
Well, obviously, but that'd probably be Man United's excuse. We're tired. We had to play against Barcelona, then we had a cup final. But you're in the cup final. You won that cup final. You should be buzzing. You should that energy.
So in that theory, then you shouldn't be moaning about being tired this year because you was in loads of finals last year.
Yeah, but that was last season. This season.
Right.
But after just winning a cup, you've got to be.
I think the players got a little bit complacent, to be fair, after the final.
They're just down tools.
Bruno who?
It's not that bad.
It's
not that bad. His behaviour was shocking.
It weren't that bad.
Putting his hand up to go off as a captain,
how do you know?
Pushing the referee side linesman more than the point.
The linesman, even a referee, ex-referee, come out and said the linesman put his hand on him first.
Which
but
it still doesn't make it right.
Doesn't right. If that was rugby,
it's not rugby. That's football.
But I'm saying if that was rugby,
but a referee's a referee. An official's an official, and
you respect the official.
No, but
it doesn't matter.
If you're there and a referee puts his hand on you and you put your hand up, why is the referee putting a hand on you? The referee put his hand on him first.
No, it's referee's assistant. But you shouldn't touch an official. Don't matter what happens first.
But let's talk about Bruno in terms of stuff in respect to that. In big games, and Dave mentioned it before as well, and I don't want to talk too much about United because I don't want to take the shine off of Liverpool for that. But
and Arsenal.
He did. We'll come to Arsenal in a minute. In terms of Bruno, he does tend to go missing sometimes in the big games. Yeah. He was poor at the weekend. What was a little bit disappointing, I think, at 3-0, United just sort of down tools a little bit in terms of just stop doing the runnings. That's the thing, I think, more than anything else is that Ten Hag, I don't think, will be very happy about.
I don't think he'll tolerate it. He won't take. I don't think.
Do you know why it went wrong?
Because you scored 7 goals.
No.
Oh,
the cart horse.
Yeah, Beg
horse.
Yeah.
He touched the Anfield sign as he walked out. You don't do that, do you?
Did he?
Yeah. You don't do that.
There's quite a few of them did on. There was a video today.
Why would they do that?
Because they all want to play for Liverpool. Because they want to play for the best team in England. Yeah. But we won't have them. We won't have crap.
Can't wait till Bournemouth beat you 2-0 next week.
wait, lads, you're only good as your last game and you got dicked 7-0.
That's true.
Right,
that is true.
So just shut up.
No, you can't take anything away. It was a great thing for Liverpool. Hopefully they'll be out. Talking Liverpool as well, Gakpo fantastic,
amazing.
Salah played well. They just all Nunes looked dangerous, which we've always said. We said here on this podcast, Nunes would become good.
Yeah, he's that sort of player who will he's
You're
in
a bit
the position.
top heavy with attackers now, aren't you?
Well-
Because you've got
Because it's the only money they've spent.
no, but you've got Diaz to come back.
Yep,
and you've
that's
got
it, yeah.
What's the other one? Portuguese.
Jota.
He was
He's
back.
to come back as
He
well.
come out
He
Sunday,
is
didn't
back. He's playing. He's we're good at top. Happy days. Firmino's leaving. It'd be sad times because I love the guy. I think he's been a fantastic servant for us, and it's nice for him to score against United as he's leaving, get that magic 7th goal. But we are top heavy. But
will that be the highlight of your season?
If we get 4th, that'll be my highlight of the season.
See, that's what I find really interesting as well about how quickly this has changed. Last year, Liverpool were chasing for everything. This year, they're delighted they beat Man United and they get 4th.
Yeah.
Like that's a huge turnaround, and you have to keep context. And again, United football fans are always a bit biased towards our own one in terms of stuff. But you talk about how. Look at the bigger picture, how different that is.
Yeah.
For Liverpool last season, change everything to this season. Going, if we get 4th, it'll be brilliant. It's been a great season.
But then if you look at the context of our actual season, how poor we've been, that is going to be a great season. It's a disappointing season.
Yeah.
Should it not be a disappointing season rather than a great season?
It's not a great season.
No.
It's a disappointing season from the start.
It's a disappointing season with a great turnaround.
Yeah, with like the last since the probably start of February.
If you continue that.
Yeah, if we continue as we're playing since February, maybe, it's a great end to the season, but a very disappointed
But
season.
what was your expectations at the beginning of the season?
8.
Well, I'll tell you what his expectation was a few weeks ago.
It was. The way we were playing,
Still possible.
everything's
Yeah,
possible.
I think-
Third's possible for us.
So the
it is,
beginning of the season, your expectations at the beginning of the season when you done your signings, what were they?
Beginning of the season, my expectations
Champions,
was
You'd be
challenge,
for the title, weren't you?
challenging for the title, and maybe Champions League again. Hopefully to be pushing semi-final, final. But I don't think we're going to get anywhere near that now.
No.
So it's going to be a disappointing season because we've not achieved what I wanted us to achieve, but. It's going to be a memorable season if we get 4th because we were so shit. We've now pushed our way back up.
Do you know the funny thing is, like, just quickly, it's funny how we used to all do it, take the mick out of Arsene Wenger, saying the top 4 was like, and how he did it for so many seasons.
It wasn't as competitive then, but it was. He did do a great job. Yeah.
We're all like, do you know what? That top 4, like, it's completely different now. We used to mug, like, say, oh, that's it, top 4 is a trophy.
Yeah.
Well, it is.
But at the start of the season, I wouldn't want top 4. Like I said, I'll be disappointed. I'm only happy if we get there now. It's because we've had a shit season.
And that comes back to, last week I think you said to Lee about, like, if we got to, like, when Man United have got to the, like, obviously Carling Cup final, we got to here. Obviously our expectation wasn't getting to any of them. It was like, get to 4.
Progress, yeah.
But if you get there, then you probably would be a little bit disappointed if you did. Even though you're exceeding it, it's because you've got there. That's where you're probably a bit like...
That's why I think the 7-0 is a reminder, isn't it?
Yeah, it's high expectations because you're playing for United. It's Liverpool.
Yeah.
Any big team's got expectations. Having a shit team side and a shit season, you're always expected. Do you know what I mean? Even as a side, you're expected to get there.
Yeah.
And I don't think it matters whether you're having a shit season and get there or just get there. It's still always the same expectation.
Has it, like... the likes of your season, and not taken away from Arsenal. Arsenal been absolutely fantastic. Probably played the best football, I've seen in the Premier League.
Most entertaining to watch at Arsenal.
Yeah.
But Arsenal, United, their season's better because Chelsea, Liverpool haven't
Newcastle. Even now Newcastle, I know obviously they're...
Well, and that shows now, even you've got Fulham, you've got Brighton.
Yeah.
Fulham, Brighton have got 2 games in that, and they were both then, they're in the top 4.
Yeah, it's crazy.
If the others don't.
It's wicked this season. The Premier League has been brilliant this season in terms of that. It's great. There's so many people, it's so great that you can have a bad start to the season, potentially get 4th.
Yeah.
Brighton are still in it. You've got, potentially 4 in the title race, but, it's probably
you look
not
how we
4
started.
in the title race.
I mean, you look at we lost to Brentford and Brighton.
Yeah,
thought that was it. Game over.
That's another thing to remember as well, and there's lots to be positive about from the terms of that. Look, 2 or 3 games in the season, everyone wrote us off.
Yeah.
Now, I'd said we wasn't in the title race, but mathematically was. But it's again, you want to see progress in terms of stuff like that. But talking of Arsenal. Obviously, they come from behind, 2-0 from behind against Bournemouth to 3-2.
Yeah.
We have been described as a United favouring, Arsenal hating podcast from
Andy Hitwell.
It's weird. Arsenal fans just don't like it if you're not praising them. But
Very
they do
touching.
deserve some praise. They went behind it Villa. They showed the grit to come back. They went behind it Bournemouth to come forward and come back.
Yeah.
They're a proper unit. This
There's still a lot of football to be played, but it is very much in Arsenal's hands to lose.
I think now,
rather than City's to win, if you know what I mean.
I think coming like that's what they always say. Like games like that is where champions is. So that's where the champions are made in that, and they're proving everyone now. I think where people's like, yeah, they're there, but Man City. I mean, I was saying, I think, no, Man City, but Man City are not going on their run and taking opportunities. No. But Arsenal are coming back from behind, and they're doing it a few times now.
Yeah,
I think, like you say, I think it's theirs to lose now.
They've still got some big teams to play, haven't they? They've still got to play
Liverpool and Man City, haven't they?
Liverpool
and City still. You know,
they've got Chelsea in there. I'm not sure. I can't remember.
They've got Chelsea in there.
Yeah,
as well,
so there's still a lot of football to be played. But like I say, you can only think. We wasn't sure whether they'll hold it. They seem to be holding it together. The Arsenal fans are buzzing. You can see them. They're floating around. And rightly so, though. You've got to understand, like I say, and it's interesting where we talked about it as well, Dave, about, and you guys must have experienced it as well. Last season, 9 out of 10 Arsenal fans wanted Arteta gone. Now, no one was calling for it. Everyone was behind him.
I've never met an Arsenal fan that said keep him in. Everyone said, look, he's done well, but he needs to go. Yeah. All of them did it.
But give them credit, they stuck with him. He's done well. He's really built a unit there.
He's the example now. Everyone says give someone time to look at what Arteta. He is the role model. Give him time.
And it'll be really interesting to see if he goes on to win this season, and to see what happens if he can carry that on into next season. But
that's it. So far, I think if they carry on next season, they need to again probably invest again in the squad.
Yeah, you can't sit still, can you?
But then sorry, Dave. It's saying that though. Don't you think going into next season, every top side apart from Chelsea would need to invest to stay up there because it's so competitive?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. Oh yeah, but the shows by not investing in your side in the correct departments, your team will dwindle. Liverpool is a prime example. Even United past, they haven't invested in the right areas.
And look at now with Casemiro, like you said, for years we haven't had that defensive midfielder.
And talking about attackers as well, taking nothing away from Weghorst, he works very hard. We talked about it before, but he is a striker for Burnley, which is a championship side. Yeah. We are basically
or Premiership.
It'll be a Premiership side,
but
exactly.
Yeah,
it's not you're talking at the moment.
Bottom half side. He'll do a job. He'll get them goals. Because they'll play the long ball. And that's it. Whereas, a top side want to play pretty football and score 7 goals. But it's all good. Sorry, I'll just have to keep not putting that 7 in.
Mate, if you win 7-0, you've got the licence to run with it for a while.
Mate, can you imagine what we'd do to you?
You can't. You can't. You can't.
I know. I've been very good on the group, and I'm not really messaged too much about it, have I?
Surprising, really. You've been busy working, or
no?
Because he knows all the memes have already come out. At least
I'm just trying to think what to say today.
We were sending it to him.
He does messages at 7 every morning.
Bang on.
Yep, that's it.
Oh, I've just got up. It's 7 o'clock.
Yes, Arsenal going very well. I think they're obviously, like I say, there to continue. Spurs lost at the weekend.
That's strange.
I just can't work out what Spurs is. I just can't work out if they're doing well or not.
Do you know the worst thing is? They go and win a game and it's like, all right, Harry Kane's staying. Then they lose a game and then all the pundit again. It's the same thing on the Monday morning. Harry Kane's got to leave. He's never going to. It's like, we're bored of that now. Just leave the Harry Kane thing alone. Spurs I can't see Conte staying there. I don't care. They're not going to splash loads of money like what
no one's going to spend the money for Kane that Levy's going to want.
No.
Is he coming into his last year of his contract, though?
His last year, it'll be 12 months in the summer.
Yeah.
So potentially getting up.
If you're going to cash out, you're going to.
But if he's going anywhere, it's this summer. It's either goes this summer or doesn't go. Unless he goes and finishes his career somewhere.
Yeah. Go to Burnley, maybe.
Yeah, him and
replace Weghorst. So it's just a strange setup with Spurs. Like I say, I can't really work out what they're doing, what they need to do to push on to next season. I mean, if you're a Spurs fan, are you happy this season, do you think?
No, I don't. I think performances.
I'm not sure they know.
The performances, they haven't been,
they've been
great performances.
But like you say, Dave, they've got Conte in charge, haven't they? And they're playing how
he plays.
he plays.
Yeah. What was it?
Unfortunately, but that's not exciting football.
They've lost 9 games. Is that right?
They've lost 9 games,
Yeah,
Dave.
yeah.
Did you pull that straight off your head? Eh?
Yeah, I
Just
did,
a man of knowledge, isn't he?
Yeah,
Just
that's just so many games, and they're not used to losing that many. They've always been that team recently, the last 5-6 years, who've just ground out results, got the odd draw instead of loss. They might have been losing at 89th minute, get that equaliser.
It's always like, I'm not going to always go back to when Pochettino was playing, but they was always attacking. Quite good to watch sometimes because it was always fast. You had Moira and Son and Kane. It was always end to end, but it's just not been like that.
Well, you never get that with Conte, but Conte football works.
Yeah,
It does.
And Levy, I think Tottenham is just so desperate for a trophy. They're just going to try everything. I don't care how we get one. Let's get one.
Yeah.
There's only one team that's got one this season. Talking about that,
Who won the Charity Shield? Sorry.
Charity Shield doesn't count.
Well,
are you going to start pulling? Are you serious as a Liverpool fan going to pull in Charity Shield?
If
You've heard it here.
if you look
a
at the
Liverpool
stats-
fan is claiming that the Charity
If you look on
Shield is a
Wikipedia,
trophy.
they class that as a trophy. So Wikipedia,
Jose Mourinho used to class it as a trophy, didn't he?
Wikipedia.
Yeah.
You could update that right now, can't you?
yeah, you can.
You can.
But yeah, there you go.
But coming back to Spurs in terms of how mad the Premier League is, they've lost 9 games and they're 4th.
But they're fourth, yeah.
It's mental.
That's mad.
It's Premier League this season.
9 games,
It's
that's
wicked.
9, 18, 27 points.
Yeah,
30
it's-
points near enough gone.
Yeah.
But 4th.
Yeah.
Imagine if they'd only lost 3 of them.
Yeah.
Should be even better off. Wouldn't they?
Well, yeah,
18
I
points
suppose.
better.
I suppose if they won it,
And that would be 18 points better off. They would be on the same points as Arsenal.
so it's very strange. Spurs again. Don't really know. We'll have to get who come on the Spurs fan before Stuart. We'll have to get Stuart on again. Just
I'll
to see
get
what his
Dino on
opinions
as
are.
well because he's a Spurs fan.
Yeah, definitely
I'll
get him on to see things. See, we'll get a
Dino,
Spurs caller of the week next week. Chelsea got a much needed win at the weekend.
Was it convincing? I'm not sure it was that convincing though, was it?
But a win's a win. With
points.
in
And
by
I
an
think-
inch or a mile, winning's winning.
If they're not doing, they haven't scored yet tonight.
Who are they playing tonight?
Dortmund.
in the
1-0 down from the first leg, aren't
Yeah.
they?
So it's a big game, I think, for Potter. I think I think we said last week this is probably one of the bigger games for him.
Yeah.
He needs to get a result.
20.
I don't know. I think he'll get a pass if it's this result. I think it's the next couple because they got like Villa and all that.
Yeah, they got
the ones.
But I think if maybe performance rather than result in this one.
They won't get through tonight.
Performance is
I'm
poor.
looking at them stats.
Yeah.
73% to Dortmund.
I think performance will be over it, wouldn't they? 'Cause
Yeah.
I think, like you say, if you look at it and think, well, actually, do you know what, they did all right.
Yeah.
You'd probably say, look, it's work in progress because I think
But
they just
Bowley
need to get wins, even if it's like 1-0 sloppy.
So that's what he got
But I'm not
weekend,
sure whether Bowley's happy with that. His comments last week were, "It was a result. I'm happy. It was a result."
Yeah.
Now, does that just shout businessman, or does that shout?
Who said that?
I
Bowley?
love football.
Or was it? Oh, was it? Did he?
Yeah, mate. It was a result.
A result's a result.
But it was a result, yeah.
Like you said,
game, isn't it?
winning 1-0 or losing 7-0, it's only 3 points.
But he's not spoken with a football mind, has he? He's not gone, "Oh, that was a
Sucker.
great game."
Yeah.
It was a result.
Yeah, but it's owners for you.
Jesse Marsh will be in charge
exactly.
next.
It will be interesting to see what they do over the next 2 or 3 games. It'll be interesting. I still don't think he's off the hook. I think the Leeds, wasn't it, to beat 1-0. I think that buys him a bit of time, a couple more games perhaps. Before
I think if they'd lost to them,
I think it's
that would have
curved.
been that would have been gone.
Yeah, I think
If
I think it's
Abramovich was in charge, it would have been gone about 5 games ago.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, but they wouldn't have spent the money.
Probably
if
before that.
No.
Yeah, I don't think Abramovich would.
But they would have been ridiculous spending like that if Abramovich spent.
No.
Not that many players.
If Abramovich was there, was he there? Did he appoint Potter? No, it wasn't.
No.
So I don't even think Abramovich appoints Potter.
No.
But,
they did,
you know.
but I'm just saying if it was there.
Yeah.
It'd be interesting to see. West Ham.
He's got to be got. I think I can't see him turn it around. I mean, 4-0. Was it 4-0 against Brighton?
Yeah.
That's not a bad result, though. Is it?
Yeah,
Not
but I
4-0. I know 4-0 it's a drubbing. But,
Yeah.
but again,
Up 4-0 to Drubbing, but 7-0 wasn't.
Stop going about that 7-0.
Oh,
over
someone's
it.
contradicting themselves here. 4-0's not a drubbing. 4-0's a drubbing, but 7 isn't.
West Ham were played all over the park.
But so were Man United in the second half.
8 shots on target. It's
It
not
don't
played.
matter. Doesn't matter how many
I'm
shots
not having
you
the
have.
argument with you. Shut
Doesn't
up.
matter how many
The
shots you
result's the
have.
result. You're still going to win fuck all. You've still been shit this season. Shut up.
And we still smashed you.
Anyway.
And you've not got a trophy, so shut up.
West Ham.
West Ham.
We have.
Even though Brighton
Yeah,
are
from
doing,
last season.
even though
Shield.
Brighton are doing well, I still don't think that's not a great. That's not a great result because I don't.
No, it's
see
not a
where,
great result.
I don't see where West Ham are going to get the wins, and
No.
I think. I don't know if he'll. I think he'll get the sack, and I don't know whoever they bring in if he does get the sack. If
I
they've
don't
got
think
enough.
if he keeps them up, I don't think they'll get sacked.
And that's the thing, it's so close down there as well. I was just looking there as well. I mean,
They've jumped right up the last.
there's
couple of
5
results they had.
points.
West
There's
Ham.
5 points between 18th and 12th.
That's mad.
I mean, it's crazy.
that's it.
So, I mean, there's still 13 games to go predominantly across most of them. Some only 12. But, I mean, anyone from Palace, Wolves, Forest, Leicester, West Ham, Leeds, Everton, Southampton, Bournemouth could be in that relegation.
I can't see Southampton or Bournemouth getting out of it.
No, I think
they are.
Bournemouth will get 3 points Saturday, won't they?
Yeah.
it's that you, innit?
Yeah.
No,
I think
Liverpool-
they're in desperate trouble. So it's one more, isn't it?
Yeah,
I
I
think
think.
that's all right up to
Yeah, I think.
But they have got.
And Southampton,
Europa.
Bournemouth haven't. I just haven't played with.
too
But like
late.
I say, you can-
Southampton are down.
Yeah, it's just too late. They've just not.
you
done
say
enough.
you say that, but they're only 2 points behind. No, they're only 2 points behind West Ham.
Yeah, which is nothing. You know, it was one win and West Ham lose. They're back out.
And the same with Bournemouth. Bournemouth are 2 points
All right,
behind
then
West
let's
Ham.
go through. Pick your three you think will go down.
I think we did it before, didn't we? Bournemouth. I think I picked Bournemouth, Southampton, and I can't remember what I said.
See, I
Leeds, I think.
still think Everton are going to go down.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't. I think
I
they'll be
don't
right.
think it's gone well for him there.
No, there's been a few results that I expect.
They've been playing better football. I've not watched any of the games.
I think they
Yeah, they've been playing
have,
better.
but they've just
They picked up the odd result, which they didn't get.
Yeah.
up for.
I think Forest, because again, I don't think they've been
Still
overly
think
great.
where are Forest?
They're 14th. They're on 26 points.
Oh, okay.
So they're 4 points clear of Everton.
Yeah. So Everton, Forest, and Southampton.
Everton, Forest,
I
and
think
Southampton.
Bournemouth are going to get away with
You
it.
think
Yeah,
Bournemouth?
I think
Yeah.
Bournemouth. Yeah,
Really?
they'll do it. They got a great striker, Dominic Solanke. You know, ex-Liverpool. He hasn't scored 7 goals yet this season, but you know he's great.
You did all right there. They paid quite a lot of money for him, didn't they?
Yeah.
Great deal. Great deal.
And Jordan Ibe.
Who?
Yeah, exactly.
Liverpool's so good he left to go to Bournemouth.
Bournemouth. Yeah.
Yeah.
Couldn't get inside, could he?
No, no, he couldn't. Yeah, so it's very interesting down there. That there's still a lot to go, and obviously in the 12, 13 games that's left, obviously a lot of those bottom half teams have got to play each other.
6
So that makes
pointers.
it a 6 pointer. So it could be a really interesting finish to the season. What about games coming up this weekend? I've made no notes this week. Does anyone know what's going on?
Liverpool playing Bournemouth.
Liverpool playing half past
What do you
12
reckon,
kickoff.
Dave?
I would hope we can carry on.
Are you
and
at home?
We're away.
Away.
And probably a 2-1 win to Liverpool. I don't normally go for my team. I'd normally say Bournemouth win.
You weren't in the predictions for Man United
No.
for Liverpool win, was
No,
you?
I wasn't. No, I'd never back my own team.
Okay, yeah. So Bournemouth, Liverpool, Dave, as you said on Saturday, 12:30. Everton versus Brentford.
Brentford.
That's a good game.
In
Flying.
form of their life, aren't they? Is it 11 unbeaten now or something? I think it is.
Yeah,
They haven't lost since like November or so. Like it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
I love the fact that Tony's not had this. Got
Yes,
that.
the band's not happened yet.
And it's
No,
not
it
hanging
will be.
over his head either. He's still in flying.
Yeah, well, he knows he's getting banned, doesn't he? He knows
There's nothing you can do about
No,
it.
no,
Let's enjoy my football, score some goals, go out on
Yeah.
a high, and then
and
come
put some
back.
bets on. Leeds, he's bet he's going to get a ban. That's probably
odds on.
Leeds, Brighton again. Look, it doesn't look good for Everton. Have got Brentford this
Yeah.
season. Brentford and thing.
Yeah.
You've got Leeds against Brighton. Brighton are in fantastic form.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
talks about, and you've got Leicester, Chelsea, which is an interesting game.
Yeah.
You've then got Spurs against Forest, who are also in that thing.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it could be again these bottom half teams, and then Palace, Man City at 5:30.
You want some of them games
You're not
in your
putting an actor
accumulator,
on this
did you?
weekend, no.
Oh, it's mad, isn't it?
God.
It's
There are
crazy.
some tough
It's a
games.
crazy game.
Leicester are one of the worst teams for having an accumulator. Because you just don't know what
Accumulator.
Spurs are as well.
But they-
So up and down. Forest are because they're so up and down.
So Man United.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
Only in one game. It'd be good for them
You
before
don't, want
that.
them, you don't want them in the sevenfold, do you?
No, you don't. You don't want a sevenfold. Premier League.
Someone's getting annoyed.
Who? No.
No, the one next to you.
He's been very quiet today, anyway. Hasn't he?
Yeah.
He's been on the
wearing that
quiet.
red top
You
for
look
Liverpool.
tired. You're
Spent a
tired.
lot of time in the car today. All I've heard is this shit.
Spent 7 hours, did you?
Good job, I like you, Dave.
Fulham Arsenal on Sunday at 2 p.m.
Great game, that.
Yeah.
Be a good game. Yeah, Manchester United versus Southampton.
Hey,
West
3
Ham.
points.
You might get a win.
Who knows?
Southampton.
They like putting 7. Oh, no,
Hang on,
7 against them, innit?
What did they beat you and you had to change your shirt, didn't you?
Oh God, that was
6-3.
years ago. That was
6-3.
3, yeah.
Yeah, the annoying thing is I was bought that grey. My first Man United
Yeah.
top was that grey one, and it
was
got thrown away.
surprised halfway through the second half you're going to go, hang on, can we change our top? You know, we can't see each other.
Well, he was only 1-0 down then.
Halfway through the second half, I said.
Oh, you can't do that, Dave.
Well, you know,
Half time, come on.
but it's Man United, they do what they want normally.
You've had some good jokes. The 7-up was a good touch, but you're clutching at straws there, mate. West Ham versus Villa. That's a God knows game.
Yeah.
Again,
Yeah.
you assume Villa.
You would just, yeah.
I would
Villa.
say Villa,
But West Ham need
you
a
never
win.
know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's an interesting game. And then Newcastle Wolves again. That's
Yeah.
that's a really good game. on
Newcastle
Sunday.
need a win.
Yeah,
they
desperately.
They
Yeah,
really do.
Yeah.
Wolves to come
Let's
back.
talk about that. Why do we think Newcastle have dropped off a little bit? Obviously,
They were punching above their weight.
is that what we think it is? Do we think that we're overachieving?
Do you not think like the way that they were playing was really entertaining? But a bit like the whole Liverpool thing when you had your front three, we was all saying, well, you can't do that season out, and you have to change that front three. And I think maybe that was their thing because it was always high intensity with Newcastle. It was always very quick, backwards, forwards. And I just think, unfortunately, they're not scoring at all, are they? No one. I mean, they're talking about. St Maximin leaving in the summer, which at first you thought was crazy, but you thought, well, he's not really doing it. I mean, they were linking him with all the top clubs. It was like, he's all right, but he ain't doing it
He
every
was
week.
having a worldie at the beginning. Though. Now
Yeah,
he's
but do you know what I mean? But he's not doing it now. Like, I mean, he doesn't start all the time, and I just think
He's not setting the world like
No.
Anthony, is he?
Good at tracking back in.
I think they were overachieving, and I think the way that they were playing, which was great, I think it wasn't sustainable. And I think obviously with a cup run, I think maybe that's
They're not used to it, are they?
no.
Do we expect them next? Do we expect in the summer? Obviously, we expect them to go out and strengthen. Do we think that next season they'll strengthen and they'll be a contender as well?
No.
I think it should be
They're
a
gonna have to bed in.
contender for top 4.
Hal's done all
That's-
right because
yeah.
he's not had that many to bring in, has he?
Yeah.
If he's bringing a load in and he's got to work with them, it's going to be another project in effect, isn't it?
I like what they've done.
I think it's brilliant.
Yeah, I love the fact they've not just
Got the money, didn't
Here's
just go out and
700 million
spike
quid
it.
that's
Yeah,
going to spank loads.
700 million quid.
yeah. yeah. Got that in before me, did you?
Yeah,
Get
seven
seven
players.
Well, 7.
Dave, do you expect them to strengthen this season?
Yeah, they've got the money to. I think they will. But again, because of financial fair play, they've got to be a little bit
That's
careful.
what they've
'cause-
been sensible, though, haven't they?
Yeah.
Because they know I don't know what they could have spent 120 in January, but they didn't. I mean, who do they go and get?
what does 120 get you nowadays?
No,
Yeah,
for Newcastle. Don't get me wrong. For Newcastle, that would get them.
They can go and do what they want, can't they? Because
No.
over the last few years.
No,
You
no,
can only spend what you.
because of how Mike Ashley had run the club, they were limited to what they can and can't spend. So they can spend a decent amount, but not like this Mbappe and Messi.
Yeah.
All that.
But I think it's better. I think it's
Yeah.
Fucking hell, football's gone mad anyway.
Yeah.
Decent amount to get you fuck all these.
well, especially with Chelsea driving the prices like
Yeah,
that.
100 million
Paying
gets you,
crazy
hadn't they?
million for thing.
Was that what she was?
8, no, 80, wasn't
No,
it?
£80 million. It was 100 million euros.
115 will get you Mudryk.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah. Yeah,
Who?
and everyone was
Sorry, who was that?
saying Nunes was overpriced.
Well, for that, or was it Fernandez?
Well, it is at the moment,
Fernandes-
but I think it will play out over time. I think it will
Fernandez
be,
was 105.
it will be worth it.
Bonkers.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much it for this week. Any more 7 jokes to get in before we finish?
No, I've got no more lucky number 7 jokes.
No more lucky number 7.
Else, Dave? Have you been testing these on sofa or anything?
No. It's all been on top of my head.
That's
yeah,
worrying.
yeah. So
For 3
I've
days.
just- yeah, yeah. I've
Just
been-
home waiting.
It's just 4 plays been doing, so nothing to do with 7.
Yeah, no, nothing to do with 7. No, not going to have any more kids. So yeah, no more. Can't have another 4 and get 7. But no, it's all good. Happy days. I will probably, like I said, this is probably my highlight of the season so far.
No, look, you got to take it. You got to give it to Liverpool. You give them the respect.
Was it 36-2 in the last 10 games? Is it?
Yeah, Anfield, isn't it? I think that's the thing.
Anfield,
That's come out. I didn't check that stat, but I assume it's correct.
I
36-2 in the last 10 games at Anfield. But again, that's fun. Well, I was chatting to you yesterday about it, wasn't I? And saying about 36-2 over the last 10 games. You think, and they go, oh no, it's just at Anfield. It's just like, all right, so we're just picking out
Yeah.
When
random
it suit-
dates
yeah, when
now
it
to
suits,
suit.
yeah, but-
If it was over the last 10 games, it makes sense.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah, but even in the last 10 games, we probably still scored a hell of a lot more than you.
Yeah, but we're above you.
You are, but you're only because your last game, though, aren't you?
No, it's fine.
Yeah.
We're just above you, though.
Do you know how many games you've lost this season?
8?
No, take a guess.
8.
7.
7.
You should know that, Dave.
I haven't looked at
He
it yet.
teed that up for you
He did, didn't he?
beautifully.
I know,
There you go.
I know.
As always, thanks for your support. Thanks for your views. Our subscribers are going up.
Sorry for Dave.
Our
Apologies.
views.
Yeah.
Our
We
views.
haven't got 7 subscribers.
Arsenal fans, we do love you, really.
Yeah, we do love you, really.
We love all fans.
You're just a bit touching.
Our views on social are going crazy. It's done things. So thank you for the support. Keep supporting it. Keep liking it, sharing it. We love the comments.
Love the abuse.
Dave's leaving.
Love it.
As of
Yeah.
tonight.
We, we
7
love,
minutes time.
we love the abuse. And also, if you've got anything, if you think about we're razzling your team too much, get in contact. We wanna try and be as fair as we can.
And we
Here
want callers of the week as well.
yeah, we'd love to
Really
think. If
want
you
to
think
get
we're
it.
razzing on your team, we don't think you're giving.
tell us.
We're giving your team
Yeah.
the credit it deserves. Get in contact with us. We'd love to have you on the pod.
Or not talking about it at all.
Yeah, we do it 7 days a week. Every 7 days.
Fuck that, Dave. Yeah, fuck that.
Every 7 days. sorry.
Like, comment, subscribe, all the normal stuff, and we'll catch you again next week.
In 7 days' time.
Cheers.